Hello, everybody. Hello. What you looking at up there, Ashley? Should turn in. Turn. Oh, notifications.
I want to make sure it's plain.
Oh, you changed the bottom of the screen again.
Yeah, I changed the color.
All right, that works.
Yep.
Okay, there, it's going through good. All right, you guys. We're just gonna hang out for a little bit, see what's going on.
Yep, I've done a little bit of research. We did a little 40K 10th edition, me and Keegan. Greg was behind the camera.
Well, I had to be. I didn't want to be in the middle of the fighting.
What's funny is you were scared of my Death Guard. Now you're scared of the Tyranids, too.
I'm not scared.
So I'm actually scared of your Galliman or whatever.
Well, we did some practice rounds with Galliman. He's pretty nasty.
I don't want him anywhere near up at close and personal.
Yeah, but he should be.
Honestly, he's got some
figure as far as that goes. So, anywho.
So, Keegan, if you're watching, I did learn something about your reanimation stuff too.
So type in if you're watching, Keegan. If not, we're gonna spam call you to make you watch.
Yeah, spam.
So, anyways,
let's do this in case anyone wants to join.
Do you have the chat overlay on?
Right there.
Should. Okay. Paste.
Yes. Can I get to it?
Wow.
I'm gonna smack you.
You're gonna do that anyway.
So if you guys want to join, there's the chat for it.
Link.
Or link chat, same thing. Oh, you decided to use modeling for advantages?
So, gonna use modeling for advantages cup this time. If they tune in, then they know. But anyways, you guys, we did game at the coffee shop for a little bit. That was fun. Okay. Hey, Mini Warmer, I'm glad you're gonna be here, even if it's for 5 minutes. Thank you.
He needs to be here the whole time.
Thank you for gracing us.
No, he just wants to go play with all his new toys.
No, he's got a birthday party to go to.
Oh, that's right, a 1-year-old.
Yeah. So hey, you got to do the 1-year-old birthday party, man. That's all good. They're only won once. That's why it's called the first one, right? No.
I mean,
oh my God, Charles, you went grocery shopping. These days, what takes your breath away isn't fighting the crowd. It's the prices. Be like, wow, I'm going to get this. Nope. I didn't realize it went up X amount of dollars. So, yeah.
Yeah, stuff we used to buy the kids when they were young. It's like $20 now. It's like, wow.
I wouldn't want to have a bunch of kids right now. Everything's too much. And then, I don't know. But, yeah, grocery shopping will do that for you, Charles, for sure. So, catch your breath. And, Ashley's going to, I guess, try to confiscate my apes, but I have to talk to her about a color scheme. Because I don't want you willy-nilly just painting them.
At least they'll look good.
Are you going to do SmackDown now, really?
Yes.
So, just going to figure out a paint scheme for them. I'm thinking apes and guns, probably browns and
blacks, grays.
Yep, that'll do it, I think. And then I want to try to just do an oddball, generic kind of stuff.
Okay, that's not too bad.
If you were only $3 off, Charles, then you're fine. Unless you're $65 over your limit, then yeah. But it adds up real quick too, and you just don't get much. You honestly don't. So that's the way it goes, though.
Well, when Mom bought that food for basically us and Crystals, she spent like $70.
Yeah, not just
chicken, noodles, and sauce.
Well, yeah, but just to do things like, what are you looking at?
I think there was a bird out our window.
Yeah, there's a bird outside. Keeps crashing the window. He's suicidal, I think. I don't know. He keeps ramming the window. Maybe it's like a glass commercial.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, they're out there fighting, ain't they? Oh, that's kind of interesting. Anyways, We did sign up for, we're going to do GameCon. I just finished up the application for that before we got on. So we've got it's not going to be till February of next year.
Yep, 2024.
We'll live stream from there too. So that'll be fun. I think it's the 24th, 23rd, 24th. With some oddball date like that. No, go back, Ash. Get out of there. I think it's the 24th of February. You go back. You're not going to find it there. The tab's closed off.
Oh.
You keep switching screens. It's not there. So we'll do that. That'll be fun. We'll probably throw out Aliens and I don't know. We'll figure something else out. Aliens was a big, big hit the last time.
Mm-hmm.
So the same people that ran the Game Con the year before sent me a letter to come back. But this time it's not going to be virtual. This time it'll be actually at the hotel in the convention area. So we'll probably do it for the Friday and Saturday and Sunday. I don't think I could do it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Oh, I could do it Friday.
It would just be too much, I think. So
because the kids would still be in school, so I wouldn't have them.
Nah, I'd probably just let it go.
I might go just take the miniatures and paint. Why not?
Well, we'll discuss that later then. But anyways, maybe. I don't know. At least for 2 days we'll do that. So that's something to try. It doesn't cost anything. I mean, it's local here for us, so it's mostly a reservation, and you buy the badges. I don't know what the badges are. They are literally going to town up there.
I don't know where they are. There's no lip there for them to be.
They shouldn't be up there. Anyways, back.
I want to play with the bird.
No. So we'll do that in February. Then in March would be March to Victory. So that'll be fun. I'm gonna see if we can get to. They have one out here, not too far away, and I think in September. So I might check into that.
Who?
One of the other ones I was talking about earlier.
Ah, okay.
So we'll have to see what we can do. I mean, a lot just depends on if I can get the time off to do it too.
Okay, my whole phone just decided to go in.
Your phone's being crazy. So anyways, we don't have a whole lot of spectacular news, although Keegan we figured out after we played 10th today, that reanimation protocol is actually wrong. We missed a step in that. So that's the thing. Anytime you change game systems a little bit, you gotta try to catch up. And what you doing?
Answering your daughter.
Oh, I don't know. I just see you turning away.
Yeah, I was answering our daughter.
So we're gonna try that. Oh my God, this has just been a cluster. Yeah, there's Brian from Weird World War II. Yeah, you guys should check his channel out. He has some pretty weird stuff, pretty cool stuff, but it is weird. So if you like a little bit of a twist on your gaming, then check out Mr. Weird World War II. And Brian, we just got to kind of collaborate a little bit again. At some point, do a game like we did the one time. That will be fun. But the Necrons, yeah, I think Keegan. I
don't know if he technically cheated. It just we weren't playing it. That's a new thing, and we didn't play it correctly, so. He
would just roll a dice to say, "Oh, I bring back 3," and it doesn't work that way. Actually, you have to roll to see if they can come back.
And if they don't, then they're permanently destroyed.
Then they're destroyed. Yeah. So
that's a whole new thing. So I can't call it cheating this time.
But it makes a difference when you've got a model that can come back.
Mm-hmm.
If you're doing it wrong and they come back when they're not supposed to, then you're going to have more force.
No, he still lost, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Speaking of weird, Brian, her stuff is weird. What's up with Mini Warmutt? Weird World War II. Oof.
Well, if he would have caught our lunch, or
he's got a bunch of miniatures to paint now, man.
Probably thousands on top of thousands. I don't know about that many, but well, he got how many starter boxes? Like a dozen?
He's broke now.
Yeah, I bet you're broke.
Yeah. That's okay, though. It's worth an investment. Remember, when they tell you to invest in 401k, tell them you just heard 40k, not 401. This allows you the excuse to buy miniatures. At least that's what my financial advisor told me.
Really?
Oh, that's right. I don't have a financial advisor. Never mind. It must have been a voice.
Was it Brian?
Brian's my plastic hookup. Yeah. You'd be like, Greg, and be like, Brian, man, I found this deal. No. He goes, come on, man. One more week of beans and rice. You can do it, Greg. And I'm like, God.
We did that enough for you to get the Dominus box.
That was fun, though.
For who?
Both of us.
I got stuck building them. I got stuck painting them. I didn't get any of the miniatures.
You asked for that.
At least the miniatures look good.
Yeah, I bet he'll get it painted quick. He just will line them all up and coat them with that speed paint. So I think he said he ordered the Mega or Master set. Click the thing, Mash. There you go. Ooh, Mini Warmutt's going to get some weird stuff. Although, when you say weird, sir, I'm kind of scared. You probably have to send us some pictures on the side. It will happen.
Well,
it will most definitely happen. Now I'm curious as to what Mini Warmutt's going to buy.
who knows?
Yeah, Weird World War II, Brian. You're doing some more. You're kicking out quite a few shows yourself there, sir. Yeah. Actually writing all the ideas scenario.
Game checks.
Oh, wow.
Book. So he's going to have a binder about this big?
Yeah. Helps you remember everything. Yeah, you may as well, because if you get a good idea and you can write it down, then you can go back and look at it. I found a note. I don't know, it was a little while back going through stuff. And it was just a little note. It said, escape family. I knew I forgot something. So, but it looked like it's written a long time ago.
Yeah, I can see that, Brian. It'd be a weird world version of Zombicide.
That'd be all right, though.
That would be. I mean, didn't Brian do a
which Brian?
World War II or Weird War? My brain not working. He did a zombie war one, didn't he? If I remember correctly.
Zombicide, Brian, get it right. Zombie side.
But no, he corrected it.
I know. He did.
No, it's, he's probably on a, autocorrect. They automatically screwed up. You know how many times when I try to go and post all the pictures of them, it kept changing it?
I hate that. You'll sit there and type something, literally change it back to what it thinks it's supposed to be. And you're like, no, I'm purposely don't want it to be ordered that way.
Like Warhammer, it splits it. It doesn't want to put it as a one word, which is what it is. Zombicide, it puts the S, not a C.
I know. It's technology. It thinks it's smart. It's really not.
No.
But I could see that. It's fun to look back and see who you crushed. There you go. That's interesting. I mean, why don't we should do something like that? Make a journal like today. You slaughtered Keegan's forces.
Do you really want to see how many times you guys died?
I said we'll keep a log with Keegan's deaths. I didn't say anything about mine. So yeah, well, your guys' they have a disadvantage running across the board, but they have an advantage once they get a hold of you. So
yeah, basically. I mean, I have some that can shoot. So my guys that can shoot can do damage. It's just when they get up and close and personal is when they do some massive damage.
well, if you can remember who you crushed in the game, that I guess that would be fun. But I don't know, Weird World War II, because for me, many times the dice hate me or appear to hate me. So I don't know. It's like,
Yeah, that's how I was until I started doing the melee stuff. When I was trying to shoot from a distance and try to knock his guys out, I couldn't get shit for dice rolls. Good dice rolls. But once I got up and close, melees, oh, it was easy.
your future games will do
Portals.
portals.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Yeah, note to self, don't play with Brian.
World War II. So you got the dates, the mission, your units involved, kills. Wow, you kept
Wow.
You kept an in-depth thing, didn't you? That's cool though. I mean, that's being articulate with it. Why not? Now, yeah, you can look back and connect it.
Well, that if you have the dates and missions, or even just the missions and units involved, you can always go back and replay.
It's always better, I think, to go back and look it over. Hey, Keegan, we're still invited over for dinner.
Well, Keegan Crystal said 5:30. Now it's 6.
You know what? He wants to eat all the enchiladas.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Keegan, Ashley found a flaw in your reanimation thing.
No, it was not a flaw.
He missed a step.
He missed the step, so it's a flaw in his own stuff.
Weird seems to be a stat. Always one of them in the bunch. Hey, well, we're all a little bit weird. You got to keep lists.
Actually,
Brian.
that's a good idea, Brian.
Hold on, Keegan. So Charles printed a copy of the sequence of play for Napoleon's Will and Anna. Wow. You spent time trying to put things straight in your head, you said. Hopefully turn 2. See, that works good too. I mean, to take the notes and then, I guess then you're going to condense the notes down from there. But I think that's a good idea. You have their Weird World War II and Charles. So, I guess we should, like, when we find the flaws. The problem is, again, I think my biggest problem is I'm involved in too many games. So it just kind of blends. And some systems are really nice and easy, and some are like, really, yeah. Mel for the win always. I agree with you there, Mini Wormut. Which, by the way, Brian, I didn't get a chance to watch. What I wanted to watch this weekend was the one with Mel and Colette. I don't know who won, but I'm going to try and squeeze it in. It's just the entire weekend's already gone. She's a gaming beast, yeah.
So that tells you Mel probably won.
Probably. Keegan, what flaw?
Well, Keegan, we could talk about that when we get there for dinner.
I'm just curious. Explain it. That's all right.
So, okay. So, come on, computer.
You got to click the button. Thank you.
So with your Necrons, it's only ones that have a 1 wound health. And then you have to roll to see if you can even bring them back, which is a 5 or 6.
So in other words, if you lose 4 units,
4 guys in a unit.
4 guys, and you go to bring them back, you don't roll the 1 dice and go, I bring back 2. You have to roll for each model.
A 5 or 6.
You have to get a 5 or 6 for them to be able to
come back.
If not, they're permanently destroyed. So that's a pretty big step between that and you finding out how to.
Or if I destroy the whole unit in one go.
Yeah.
Is the only 2 ways Necrons actually stay dead.
Yeah.
So it's a cool concept to a point, but it's a bullshit concept.
Well, because they can keep bringing at least 1 model
if
back.
you have a good enough roll, yeah.
And if you have 5 down, Keegan, and you roll 5s and 6s for 5, then all 5 can come back.
I watched 3 different videos, and that's exactly what it said.
And they explained it step by step. We'll actually send it to you so you can see. We'll get the link. It's just that was just one step while we're trying to learn. So it's all because we're learning that.
Well, I want to make sure we play it right.
And Weird World War II says it was a great game. Yeah, I bet they'd be fun to watch. Them two getting into a fight, I think, would be good to watch. So I think the women getting involved in the gaming is a good thing. I think that was Keegan. He just counseled us for dinner over Necrons. No, I'm just joking.
No, it's Discord.
No.
Oh, Discord just finally popped up saying that we're live.
Wow. That's behind.
Wow, yeah.
It's a little behind. No, not dinner. Uh-oh. See? I think he's going to cancel us out of the will. Wait, he doesn't have a will.
Hey, what will?
Well, that's a good idea, Charles. Keep notes. Because some of that's going to help because you can go back and look and see.
So the only thing that confuses me right now is you roll to see if you hit, and then you have to roll. Well, no, you roll to see if you even hit or how many hits you get, and then you have to roll to see if you hit. That's what confuses me.
If you get wounds. Should just be roll to hit. If
you
hit, you hit. The other person has a chance to save or not. It is a little bit more than it needs to be. All right, mini warm-up. I have the core Fistful Lead core rulebook. I do not have any of the other rule books from Wiley's Games yet, because when we were up there, we got that one. I think that you got us that core rule book, if I remember correctly, and I bought a bunch of the miniatures, and then I bought like the blast templates, but I don't have any of their other ones, and I don't have the updated Fistful Lead ones. So yeah, the PDF copies, only prompt that, like we tried the PDF copy of Warhammer.
Oh yeah, that sucked.
It took an entire $22, cartridge.
All the ink, the ink's gone.
Took it all the color in a $22 cartridge of black ink, and I was like, damn, I spent $30 on that. I could have just spent whatever extra and just bought the regular printed out hard, cover book that's nice. So now I'm going to take that PDF we printed off in, I think it's Staples or Office Max. It's one of them. It'll bind them for like $7.
That's whatever one right there by.
Let me go down there and put a binder, turn it into a binder.
I think it's Office Max. It's right there by.
I don't know. But long story short, yeah, it's one of them. So we'll do that because it already costs so much. Now, PDFs are. I'll send Telefor. You have a Halloween game this year. What's Tales of Horror? I guess I'll have to see what it is. I have no idea what that is. Is it based on Fistful Lead? I mean, is it one of Wiley Games' books, or is it just different? Because some core rules are simple out there. You gonna send it to Keegan?
Huh? No, I'm gonna look it up.
This is Tales of Horror. Oh, it's a supplement of Fistful of Lead. Okay. See, I didn't know. I know they did the Galactic Heroes one and a few of the others. There's a lot of them.
Oh, this is
It's
Nintendo makes
different.
horror tales.
Yeah, this is Tales of Horror.
Yeah, I know. Wiley Games right here.
All right, Mini Warmite, go have fun at your party, man.
See ya.
And Brian from Weird World War II, you can stick around.
So you need the Fistful of Lead core rulebook to play.
Yeah.
Tales of Horror.
Later, sir.
See ya.
I do have the Fistful of Lead core rulebook. It just adds more.
It's more scenarios. Trails, weapons, hordes of shattered creatures, and scenarios, it says.
It covers...
Okay, it covers vampires, hunters, and their weapons, werewolves, churning of victims, necromancers, zombies, cultists, ancients, and ritual tombs, mummies, witches, ghosts, yetis, mad scientists, and more.
Wow, so it looks like it'd be an interesting addition to Fistful of Lead. So, yeah. So it just adds to it, and they have other copies there. Mm-hmm. The cards are nice too.
It looks like they make it like an old comic book, is what it looks like.
Yeah, you haven't had a chance to play it yet, so it's an interesting concept to play, and an interesting game. It's pretty good, pretty good.
The cover kind of reminds me. Oh God, what is that show?
No idea.
It had the skeleton, like weird guy that told like these weird stories. What was that show? Something Crips. Tales of the Crips.
Yeah, Tales.
That's what it reminds me of. Doesn't it? Kind of.
That was a screwed up show.
Yeah.
Kind of. It does. Kind of look that way. Nice. So yeah, I mean, if you got the core rulebook, then we'll have to break it out so you can play it.
Yeah.
And see how it goes.
So what is it, like a RPD? RPD. Wow.
No, it's just a set of rules. We'll get into that.
Anyway, you gotta have miniatures for it.
Yeah, you're fine though. So it works pretty good though. But that's the thing. There's always something to try, and there's just a lot out there these days, man, to look at and to get involved with. And branching out a little bit in some of the hex and counter stuff is interesting. So yeah, it's a lot. And Mini Warmite, he left, but he's got a whole bunch of the Vietnam War stuff he ordered. So
yeah, and he did Waterloo. He got a bunch of Flames of War stuff.
What was the Vietnam era thing. There's just a lot out there right now, man. I mean, there's almost too much to game. Like literally, if you could live without not have to work and had unlimited income, you could spend every day gaming and never get through it all. It is a lot. So that's why we've condensed some of our stuff. Like when Ashley traded off armies, she just literally sold one army and then we'll start the other, because otherwise it gets expensive. You've got to push the button again. So it gets expensive, and that's a way to cut down the cost. Plus, then we don't have stacks and stacks and stacks of things that we're not gonna. What you looking for? Display right there. I think it got set to. It goes off every couple minutes.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was.
But could you go back for now, Ash? Because you're.
It's right there.
Well, could hook up the other monitor if you want to do things like that. But the card, I have to replace the graphics card because the one side is not working as good to have two monitors. So time to replace the card. And of course, they're not cheap either. Graphics cards are by no means a cheap thing to get,
Nope.
but cheaper than a new computer. So
Honestly, I know most likely Mythos won't be in unless their game's over. Him and Freak were going in doing a 10th edition.
They've got a game they're doing.
Yeah, so honestly, I don't know how big of a game they're playing. They both have at least 1,000-point probably game minimum.
I don't know. I really don't know. We'll find out later, though. They said they'd let everybody know.
Yep.
So there you go. So that's that. I did make progress this week, as you guys seen on the Rebels. But it's kind of funny that
How many do you have left?
I don't know, about a dozen probably.
Well, I mean, it would probably be the same. So you got 2, 4, 6, 8,
No, there's
10.
2 more of those to do too. So you're.
You still have more of these guys? Wow.
You're going on assumptions. That's okay. Assuming things doesn't work. Found that out in life myself. But yeah, there's a couple more left because I forgot the speeders. So these are just your troopers, and then the guys that write the speeders, and then the rest of the rebels. And those 2 are.
Yeah, you gotta pack up there.
I gotta finish those.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, I think too. I want to try to do something with my 6mm stuff that I have too. So it's just a little bit.
Yeah, I
of
gotta
everything.
paint those 6mm tanks up over there too.
Well, you've been painting your Tyranids and stuff. So.
I got one left. I'm like drawing it out because it'll only take me about half hour to paint him because I ain't going into much detail with them.
Well, no, those you've got a lot of detail on those.
The way I have them painted, it's really actually not that much detail.
Looks like it.
It looks like it, but there's really not. A lot of the detail is being basically pulled from the Nola oil, the backwash, the black backwash.
Yeah.
So it's pulling into all the little creases and all that is where it's sitting. That's why it looks like there's so much more than what there actually is. I'm cheating.
Well, no, that's what it's there for. It'll bring out the seams and stuff.
Yeah, basically that's all it's doing is pulling seams.
But that's good though because they still look pretty good.
Yeah, because that big guy took me about an hour to paint, roughly.
Mine's more detailed. There's too much to do on it.
Well, yeah, these guys, they're it's just like what are they? Any of like the real space marines, for say. There's so much more detail in those because you got belts, you got the actual armor. Depending on who you go to, what faction is if they have like a red marking or a black marking or a blue marking or whatever compared to like the rest of their arm. Well, look at your Judicator. Look how much details in that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So base painting a bigger figure is pretty easy to do. If it's just all one color, you just backwash it and paint the other. That's simple. The problem with these are trying to do the belts and then I was going to do the slings, but I decided against that because it's too much. But like on these, they're not coming out the way I wanted.
Well, look at, like Death Vader. Wow. Darth Vader. My brain ain't working.
Your mind is.
Well, he's completely black, and then on his chest you got the buttons and stuff.
Well, he didn't have much. The overall costume he had was all
black. Straight black. But where you have the troopers, there's white, and then you have that's just their armor, and then it looks like underneath the armor is like a black suit. So in the grooves and all that, you're gonna have a black, which I believe the belly's black too, isn't it?
No. So what I did with that is all the seams where it shows like that black comes through, I had to paint with a toothpick or a needle to get it in there. Because a brush you have this little teeny tiny brush, but if the hair is off, it touches something else. So
doing black, it's like the worst possible kind of paint to ever use. I love painting with black, but when it deals with stuff like this, it sucks.
Well, you can only do so much with what you got, so. Are you that tired?
I guess. I don't seem like it.
Yawning. That's okay. Maybe fighting earlier today and Warhammer tired you out.
Yeah, that must be it.
What are you doing with the guys on the desk?
Moving them around.
Why? I just have them sitting there. So,
They're bobbies.
that's a rebel.
They're bobbies.
Yep. I'll put him back. Put him back.
What was this guy?
He's a robot. I can't remember the name though.
Is it Star Wars still?
Yep. I just don't remember the name. Mainly because of a lot of the newer Star Wars stuff I just don't care too much about.
Well, what I'm gonna do probably tomorrow. I already put them all away. I'm gonna take and spray paint BB-8 and R2D2 because we got white up there, don't we?
There's a can of it around, yeah.
Somewhere.
And then I bought that can of gray, but
I mean, if anything, I can paint them as Primum Gray.
no, my goal is to get.
Yeah, I can bring them, Keegan.
Why? You guys are gonna try and fight again?
Why not? We gotta get down this game.
That means he went and checked it out. Did you send him the link?
No, I have not.
You should. Send him the link and then just say prepare to die. And be nice about it.
But
I guess we could do that.
I mean, if anything, we take your guys and bring Gilliman and let him fight against Gilliman.
No, I'm gonna go eat. I don't feel up to. I got a lot of stuff to do before I gotta get ready for it tomorrow. So just not. Just don't want to do another game. He wants to try another idea. Okay. All right, we'll bring him over then, Keegan, and see what you want to try. I'll watch you guys, but my mind is too tired to do another one. It's like, nope, I'm good. Charles feels about ready for nap. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's too late in the day, but that's what other people were saying today too. Everybody feels like a nap day. So it must be something going around.
I'm not tired. I'm just yawning. I don't know why.
But if you lay down and shut up for a second,
I probably would go to sleep.
You'd be asleep.
Oh yeah. And I guarantee if I sit on their couch with the grandson, I'd be out.
Yeah.
Actually, Danielle's over there, so I get the baby. Yeah. So yeah, most definitely I'll be out.
Maybe. Depends. Not if the kid's awake.
Depends.
Yeah, some days it's hard there, Charles. I don't know.
I don't know what the hell.
Stop, Ashley.
Sorry.
Jeez. Take over now. Wake up.
I don't want to wake up.
You're awake.
So. No, I'll have to find, what is it, like a point guard, book or whatever that Keegan found? Or is it up in like an app, Keegan? Maybe that's what it is.
What?
Charles said it's been a very gray day. Air is fresh and cool. Yeah, especially this upcoming week, supposed to be in like triple digits. They're recommending people not going out. Because I think it's supposed to be in like the hundreds here. So I'm dreading what it's supposed to be for like Brian and even you. You have to send us the app, Keegan, so we can look and get the points and all that.
Well, he has the app, he said.
Yeah.
I still want to get the book with the. I know Keegan's got one, but like to get one. The campaign's in it too. And go from there. What you looking for? 80 to 90 degrees. Oh, nice.
And that's in San Diego, right?
That's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, in the 80s to me is not really hot. People out here, the problem is like when I lived in California, 89 degrees, it was all right. It was pretty dry.
It was tolerable.
But out here, what kicks it is that stupid humidity.
Well, the corn.
It's not that it's even 90 degrees. It's that it's 90 degrees and the air is like soup. So you walk outside and you're like, you breathe in. It feels like you're breathing in water. Yeah. And
it's all the humidity. I'd rather it be dry. I can deal with 90-degree dry weather. 90-degree humidity, it sucks.
Well, that's going to be the problem during the week. So they're saying 100 to 110.
Yeah, so you need to be careful if you have to go around, and Keegan needs to be careful.
Let's just say it's 100 degrees. The heat index will put it at over 110, and then you'll have humidity. If it's at 110, then I don't know what it would be with the heat index here. It would be much higher, and the humidity would be, if the humidity was in the 90s to 100%, it would be, you'd be saturated.
Miserable.
Yeah, it would be really, really bad. You'd probably end up with power outages and blown transformers and all that from everybody pulling all the power they could to run AC and whatnot. So it depends. I mean, I'm not saying it's easy to do dry heat either, because when I lived in California in a place called Victorville, it'd be 100. We worked for the city. They would make you work till it was over 110 degrees. Then they would say you could go home. But it got to 107, 108 so many times that, and I worked outside.
Well, isn't it your body can only tolerate like 104 for so long?
Yeah, it's like 102 or 104 is where your body starts to not be able to handle what's happening.
Yeah. So I feel bad for anyone who has to work outside. That includes Keegan when it gets into that kind of temperature. Yeah. Well, no, Keegan doesn't work. Doesn't he run in a truck or something?
He rides around in an air-conditioned truck all day.
Yeah.
He'll be all right.
Then I don't feel too bad about Keegan.
So, you're just messing with him now.
Yeah.
But the humidity will. So who knows? I mean, it'll mess everything up too, and we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see how hot it gets this week. So they're calling for these high temperatures.
Yep.
You were just having problems. You've been dropping things. You're yawning.
Yeah.
Second thing you knocked down.
Oh, he got upgraded? He doesn't have... I don't want to say that's an upgrade, Keegan.
Oh, you're doing the pipes for sewer and water? Well, the problem with that's going to be is, if you're digging down and it's a fresh dig, it'll be a little cooler if you're down in a trench.
That's true.
But that's gonna depend. If you got water in a ditch, it's gonna be miserable though. I've spent enough time in my life digging ditches. Yep, Charles, that's what it's supposed to be like over 100 here. It's manual labor. Well, we'll have to tell me later what happened. Now, last I knew you were doing all the dump truck. And
so 85 tomorrow with thunderstorms, 90 Tuesday with thunderstorms, 94 with thunderstorms Wednesday, 96 with thunderstorms Friday or Thursday. That's all I get.
So it keeps increasing through the week. And then if you add the heat index, that means it'll be over 100 almost every one of those days.
Stupid ads! Friday is actually 91 with thunderstorms.
Well, I don't know. That's not going to be so much fun.
So Keegan actually might not work, depending on rain-wise.
Just straight sun where Charles is at, yeah. You getting any of them Santa Ana winds, Charles? We got to find the setting for that. I think it's in the monitor, actually, not the computer. I think it's the monitor.
I don't know.
Every once in a while, our screen just, you know how it wants
It
to go to
blacks
sleep.
out, sleeps. Yeah. So it's not going to be too bad unless the heat index is up there.
Keegan's saying it a day off that it rains, you get your. Well, you used to have to take a day off when it rained before. They wouldn't even let you work when the ground was damp. Now, if it rains, we don't know. And if it rains for only a little bit, that'll just make it worse. I mean,
it makes it. Oh.
If it's a nice thunderstorm and it wants to come in and just blanket everything and rain for a couple hours, that's fine. But if it's going to come in and rain for 20 minutes and stop, then
it just makes it worse.
It'll make it worse. It'd be like you're in a damn swimming pool.
It's a sauna, not a swimming pool.
Either way.
But, yeah. So, yeah, it's supposed to be... So, yeah, we're about what... Well, actually, ours would be a little higher than what San Diego is, which is surprising.
Why? San Diego's by the ocean.
Yeah, that's true.
You should have that nice ocean breeze down there, man. San Diego, Oceanside. I'm not sure where you live in San Diego, but you didn't feel like Santa Ana winds. I remember we used to, when I lived in California, it was a thing every year. Oh, so in other words, Keegan says he'll have to work anyways. Well, hopefully it doesn't get too hot for you, Charles, and that you're able to be comfortable. We'll have to see how it is out here because they have that stupid heat index. You know what I think's funny, Charles, is they'll tell you, it's too hot, make sure the horses are in and the cattle, make sure they're under trees and in the shade, but they'll make the construction workers go work. But they want you to watch out for your cattle. It's kind of funny.
So cattle are more important than humans, I guess.
Yep. For now, until they finish.
Oh, yeah, I know. 3D printing your food.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'd rather just have a real steak. Thank you.
Give me a freaking venison steak any day. Over beef? I'll take venison any day.
Yeah. It will be an interesting week for sure. So we'll have to get... what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. I don't know. It's been a long day. It has. What we could do is, I guess, get ready to go to... Google the town of La Mesa. You're right.
I know where La Mesa is.
Near northwest border, yeah, 20 or 30 from beaches. So when I was in California, I lived down in Orange County.
I lived in Emmett.
Garden Grove. And we used to have to drive to Victorville. We called it Victimville. So that's a pretty long drive. I was down in San Diego. My brother's in the Marine Corps. So... But even the Marines don't go out in San Diego at night unless they're in groups of 2 or more. Part of San Diego is really bad. And the other part's nice. I remember that. But, yeah. What are you looking for, Ash?
Oh, getting my geyser.
Oh. All right, Keegan. Ash is going to get her guys picked up and ready to go for you guys to try your... whatever experiment again. See how it goes. Well, guess what we can do, you guys, is we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Normally we go a little bit longer, but today's just been, it's been a long day already. So I appreciate you guys all showing up. If you'd be kind enough to do a thumbs up and like it, we would appreciate that. If you got any questions or have ideas for us gaming, let us know. Charles, let me know what you think about those apes, man. We'll see. We'll see what we're gonna do with those. I gotta figure a story or something out. Yeah, construction's rough, man. Been there, done that, and the only reason I'm working in an office is I hurt my back. So I'd rather be out in the field doing stuff, but it's freaking hard to do, and people don't understand what it's like. And out here, it's the opposite of the heat. So I remember framing houses and being on a ladder and working on roofs before the roof's on. You're just up on the roof trusses, putting in rat runs, and you can't even see the other side of the house because it's snowing so bad. You literally can't see it. And so freezing cold is literally hard to work in too, because I mean, you can't grab things because you got gloves too much, fingers freeze and stuff like that. So construction's a rough. My God, Ashley, we're gonna have to go before Ashley hurts herself.
No, it's just I'm trying to grab all my markers.
Ugh. Yeah. All right, you guys, we appreciate you coming by. We're going to go ahead and end it. And thank you for showing up. We'll see you next week. And we'll see what we can get out. Have a good day, you guys.